Hey guys, welcome back to Future Specs. I'm Wesley, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys my hold box from my LCS that came in. It's about 2 months worth of new comic books and some back issues. So let's just jump right into it. So before we get started, if you guys enjoy this video and these books, please like and leave a comment down below and subscribe for more content like this. So I've already opened the box because there was a lot of books, and my LCS, which is Captain Canada Comics in Ontario, they ship everything amazingly, and so it takes a while to unpack, but none of the books ever come damaged, so that's awesome. So let's just hop right into some of the newer issues with Spider-Man Spider's Shadow, issue 1 and 2 by Chip Zdarsky. And this is the first of the new, what if stories that Marvel is trying to do. And this story basically is, what if Peter Parker kept the symbiote and became Venom? And it's been an incredible story so far. I really recommend it to anyone, especially Spider-Man fans. And now, I'm a huge fan of Aliens, the movies, and everything involved with them. So when I found out that Marvel was doing a comic, I knew I had to jump on it. And I got a couple variants for issue 1. So here's cover A, which is really awesome. The Gleason variant, which I think is one of the best out there. And then one of my favorite artists is Ron Lim, so I had to get his variant, which is super cool. And then here's issue 2. And issue 3, which this is probably my second favorite cover out of all the issues so far by In-Hyuk Lee. That's just really awesome with the tail of the xenomorph curling around her face there. So now into some Venom-related stuff. So I've got Venom issue 34, which is the last King in Black tie-in, which the next issue is Venom 35, coming out next week. So I'm excited to see where they go with the series and what big things are going to happen, especially with the announcements that Donny Cates made. Now King in Black issue 5 with that awesome Ryan Stegman cover. And Symbiote Spider-Man 5, which I enjoyed this story even if it wasn't connected to King in Black. I thought it was cool to see that alternate universe kind of stories with Peter Parker keeping the black suit and just some of the characters that they involved in there. And now we're kind of moving over to indies for a little while with Image, and probably one of my favorite series that's ongoing right now is Nocterra. So here we've got issue 2, issue 3, and issue 4. Scott Snyder is really telling a new and unique story that isn't like a lot of stories that I've read. And Tony Daniel's art is fantastic all the way through, so I highly recommend it. And next up is Nice House on the Lake, which is actually DC Black Label, so they're kind of bringing that back. And it's a normal-sized issue too, not like the big ones like Batman Damned was. But this was a really interesting story. I picked it up because I heard a lot of people talking about it, so I figured I'd try it out. And it was not what I expected at all. There's a huge twist at the end, so I'm excited to see where it goes, and I highly recommend it. So next up, I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I'm trying to get into Star Wars comics, but there's just so many out there. But I picked up Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters #1, because this is a story that takes place in the movie canon between episode 4 and 5, and it's how did Boba Fett get Han Solo to Jabba in between those two movies? So I'm going to be getting all of the action figure variants for this series because I just think they're really awesome. And Silver Coin issue 2. I've really been enjoying this. It's an awesome horror anthology series about this silver coin that we don't know its origins yet, but it seems to have some kind of demonic power that corrupts people and makes them do horrible things. It's been really awesome. It has different writers and artists every issue, but it's been really good, and I highly recommend it for any horror fans. Now we've got Berserker 2, which is obviously everybody knows about it, is Keanu Reeves' comic. It's okay. I'm going to give it one more issue to see if I continue or not with the story. Now I've got another awesome series by James Tynion with the Department of Truth. So here I've got issue 4, or issue 7, issue 8, and issue 9. This has been a really awesome series with it's like conspiracy theories and everything, which it's interesting to see how Tinyin's writing his stories based off of those. So now we have a book that I mainly got just for the awesome variants. There's so many fantastic covers for this, but Carnage Black, White, and Blood, which is the black and white series where they tell just different stories about Carnage, and it's black and white except for the blood, which is red. So here's the awesome A cover. Then I had to get the In-hyuk Lee cover because that's just fantastic. I love that. And then the Gleason variant, which is the like webbing covers that he's been doing. But I think this is definitely the best one out of all of them. Carnage is really awesome there. And it looks so much better when you can see it up close in your hands and all the little details and lines and stuff. I really like this cover. And then, again from Marvel, we've got Eternals, which obviously this series came out to help promote the movie. And I wasn't going to read it at first, but then I found out that, my guy Thanos was in the story. Well, I read issue 1 and 2, and now I've got 3 and 4. But, I mean, it's a slog to read through. There's so much dialogue and exposition. I wish it was better because, I want to keep reading it because of Thanos is in it, but I'm dropping it because I just can't. It's boring, honestly. And now the last chunk of new books before we get into some awesome back issues, which you'll definitely want to see. So, got Star Wars High Republic, issue 4 and issue 3. I mean, as I said, I love Star Wars, but I'm dropping both of the Star Wars High Republic titles because, they're good stories, it's just I'm not interested in them. Like the artwork and where the stories and all that, it's interesting to explore this different time in the Star Wars universe, but I'm just not enjoying it, so I'm dropping it. Then we got issue 4 of the regular title, which is the last time picking up. And now I've got an interesting title, which I've been enjoying from Donny Cates, which is Crossover, which issue 5 here has that different angle cover. And then issue 6, which I'm excited to see where the story goes from here, because with issue 6 there was a twist at the end, which I'm excited to see where it goes. And another one of my favorite series right now is Geiger from Image. It's a post-apocalyptic story, but it's a lot different than your typical apocalypse stories with Geiger here and his radioactive powers and the kingdom that's in Las Vegas and all of that. So for issue 1, I had to get that awesome Jason Fabok cover. That's really awesome. He's a great artist. And then we have issue 2, which is just the A cover. And I'm also a huge fan of Magic the Gathering. I play the game and I have so many cards. And also Jed MacKay is writing the Magic series for Boom Studios, which if you guys haven't checked out our interview with Jed MacKay on the channel, definitely go check it out. It was super awesome. So here for issue 1, I got the A cover. And then I got 3 of the Hidden Planeswalker variant packs. So you didn't know which cover you were going to get. And I don't know if it was just my bad luck or whatever, but I got 3 covers of the Kaya variant, which it's awesome, but I don't need 3 copies of it. And then I got the blank sketch because I'm hoping to get some original art or something of one of my favorite Planeswalkers on there. I think that would be really awesome. Then here we have issue 2. And Taskmaster 4, also from Jed MacKay. This was a really awesome 5-issue mini-series, which I really enjoyed, and just the character of Taskmaster. Then I also got from the 2009 series, maybe 2008, but Taskmaster 1. That's a really awesome cover. And my last new issues, Something is Killing the Children, issue 16, which, this is a great series. Everyone should be reading it. And with this issue, we go back to Erica's origins and how she joined the House of Slaughter. So that's really awesome. And then the 8th printing of Something is Killing the Children 1, which came for free with that Berserker issue 2. But I was already getting Berserker to read it, so I got this, and I'll probably be keeping it in my collection because I don't have a copy of issue 1. So that'll probably be my reading copy if I do go back, because those issues are so expensive. They've blown up. And now into back issues. And I'm going to start off strong with Strange Tales 158, first appearance of the Living Tribunal. It's about a 4.5 copy. You can't really tell on the camera, but there's a giant crease up the spine and a bunch of stuff. But I mean, it's a book. I want to get all of those cosmic characters like Eternity, Living Tribunal, all of those guys. So this is a book that's going to be staying in my collection. So, I mean, it's a spec book right now for him showing up in the MCU, but I'm not going to be giving this book up unless I get a higher grade copy, obviously. And now I'm also slowly trying to get a complete run of Transformers. So here I've got some issues of issue 28, issue 27 with Trypticon on the cover, which I believe this is the first American comic appearance of Trypticon. His first actual appearance is in one of the UK Transformers books. And issue 26, first appearance of Robot Master. Issue 23, this is an awesome cover there at the Statue of Liberty. And issue 21. And another series I'm trying to get is volume 3 of Silver Surfer, because I mean, it's just got awesome Ron Lim artwork, and when Jim Starlin takes over the stories, it's really awesome. But I got a lot of the Infinity Gauntlet crossover issues because I want to get all of those. So here we have issue 53, 54, 56, 57, and 67, which is an Infinity War crossover. Okay, and now I've got some issues of another one of my favorite artists, Derek Robertson. So I picked up issue 1, 2, and 3 of his Happy series, which I've heard lots of great things about, and there's a TV series based off of it. So once I can find issue 4, I'm definitely going to be reading this and probably doing a review of it on the channel. And also The Boys issue 6, which I'm so close to finishing this run, and this is just another issue off the checklist. And now my last bit of books here are all related to my favorite character. I don't stop talking about him, Thanos. So here I have a really cool miniseries, which I actually read before recording this video, is Deadpool versus Thanos. And it was really cool because somebody's kidnapped Mistress Death, who Thanos and Deadpool both are in love with. So they begrudgingly team up to go and rescue her. And they have this like back and forth relationship where they don't like each other, but they realize they have to work with each other to save Mistress Death. So here's issue 1, issue 2, and these are all Trad Moore covers, which he's known for doing Silver Surfer Black, and you can definitely tell they've got that Trad Moore style to them. And then here's the Ron Lim variant for issue 3, which that's really awesome with Deadpool stealing the Infinity Gauntlet, and Thanos is upset there. And the A cover for issue 4. And I also saw this really awesome Secret Wars issue 4 variant, which is actually a Jim Starlin variant. And this series came out in 2015, and if you know, Starlin injured his hand in 2016, which stopped him from being able to draw. So this is probably one of Starlin's last covers that he did, and it's really awesome there, with Thanos and all the other characters behind him, because I mean, from the looks of it, I think it's a connecting cover, but it might not be. And then a couple new issues is Spider-Woman 11, which is the Reborn variant, with Thanos there and the Infinity Rings, which I guess is what they're going with Heroes Reborn. I haven't been reading it, but, I mean, they did a bunch of these character variants on different titles. Thanos on Spider-Woman, I mean, it doesn't make sense to me, but I guess that's who they chose for the Spider-Woman book. And then Heroes Reborn issue 4, because you know Thanos is on it, so I gotta get it. And Thanos Quest issue 1, which is a reprint of both Thanos Quest issue 1 and 2. I already have both of the original issues, which I'm hoping to send off to be graded soon. But this is a really awesome cover, and I mean, this is probably how I'm going to read it if I do go back and read those issues again. So that's all of my mail call books from my LCS. So if you guys enjoyed, please tell me what some of your favorite books that I picked up were, and consider subscribing for more comic book content like this. So I'll see you guys in the next video.